Hello, I'm Otto, and welcome to episode 23 of my Factorio Space Age guide. So in the last episode, we started to make red science, but we had a little bit of an issue with power. I ended up having to cut off red circuits, but those have been reactivated, and power is good now, so we're good for at least a little bit. If you're enjoying my content, well, you know what to do. Okay, so in this episode, we are going to finish off red science. We are going to make green science. I wanted to have both of those done last video, but we had obvious dilemmas. And then we're going to set up ow. We are going to set up a research lab. So I am going to grab some labs real quick, top up on anything else we need. It doesn't look like we need anything else. So just the labs. I'm going to take 30. The labs are going to be fun. I saw this interesting Reddit post, I don't even know, a few weeks ago. Oh, and this is going to be a problem, having this oil here. I saw this post with like an interesting build, so I'm gonna replicate that. I don't remember exactly how they had it, but I think I can get it close enough. The person's name was, I want to say like Spoider? I don't know, something like that. Yes, so that will be fun. It's a little wasteful, but you know what? That's fine. We're here to have fun, right? Okay, so red science. Red science is basically done. We just have to give it some power. Yeah. So we are producing 0.15 per second per machine. So we are producing 1.5 per second with the total build. With the green, we have 6 here and 6 here. So this is 12 machines. We are producing 0.12 per second per machine. So this is 1.44 per second. So these two are kind of our baseline whenever it comes to our sciences. We are aiming to either match the 1.5 or the 1.44. You'll see that a lot of the builds that we end up with will generally come close to matching one of those two. So what do we need with green science? So with green science, we need yellow transportation belts and yellow inserters. Nope, ghost. So we're gonna do inserters on top because they need green circuits. So we will get the green circuits to them first. And then the transportation belt needs plate and gears, and the inserters also need plate and gears. So we're gonna be bringing in 1 lane of plate and gears. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this back some. We're gonna have to move this back 1. And this will be gears. So we're going to do basically the same thing that we did over here with the red circuits, and specifically the copper cable. We're just going to let the yellow inserter take right off the line. Actually, we can go ahead and stamp these down because we're not going to move it from here. As long as we're lined up. All right, we're lined up. Okay, so nope, we do not need to go in that far. The iron plates and gears will come off of here, and then these will place their products, the inserters and the belts, the yellow belts, onto here. The green science will take out from the middle. And put onto a belt on the outside. So this belt will meet in the middle. And that is... Okay, no, we gotta do power poles. So I think for power we can just slap one of those down in the middle, and these are gonna have to be like this. Sure, works for me. Now they just need to connect somewhere. Yay, we have power. Okay. What did I do over here? So that's about the second one in. Like that? Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Alright, we finally found a dilemma with what we have going on. That's okay. We're gonna bring those in here. Do some funky belt weaving. That's fine. Let's do the green circuits first because that'll be the easiest. Okay, green circuits. So, I need this back one, I think. So the top one is gonna go in. You know what, this doesn't have to be that far up. The top one will just continue through. This one will underground like this. This will underground here. You know what, and actually, let's just make this go farther. Because we can have this belt make this, force this onto one side. Alright, so that is green. Green circuits should be coming out. Sweet. Okay, so next up is iron plates and gears. This might be a little bit more difficult. We don't actually have that much room to work with over here, so let's just make sure that we're gonna have plenty of space. So I need gears, and then I will need to figure out how to get this iron onto this belt and continue through. I'm probably not going to be... It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. Because even if this went around here, this needs to be able to hop over this. And I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make that leap. So unfortunately, we might have to have this line come in. Like that. And then it can continue through. This is definitely going to cause us problems later, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, that will work. Then this just continues on. And now we have both. Alright, and we will need to balance the... Oh, it's, you know what? It's kind of already balanced. We may or may not need another one. It's okay. If we ever need to compress, we'll just compress. As a matter of fact, I might as well just not compress them until I see that they need compression. To be honest. Okay, so now we have everything that we need down here. This can go away for now. What's wrong? What are we missing? Oh. There we go. We can probably just like help this out because I know that the inserters, I'm holding Z over the belt, by the way. The inserters create a little bit slower, so now they're saturated. So it'll start to slowly back up. And that is green science. Easy. And then green science will come down here, merge, no, merge with our red science. We did not do any buffers. I don't even know if I really want to worry about buffers just yet, to be honest. It is a good idea, especially once you start, like, you know, realizing that you haven't started working on a certain science. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room to buffer. I do need to move this oil out of the way, though. So let's go back to here. I'm just gonna cut that off. So the reason why I lined it up like this is I want to be on this side of the poles. I'm probably just gonna like hop the middle, maybe like over here, next to where our, oh, and I got rid of the wrong thing. I meant to get rid of this one. Little baby city block back out and put that back. Well, I mean, I guess okay, so I'm gonna put it over right here. I'm not gonna go through the copper side, so we only need to go a little ways. And then somewhere, I don't know which one. Oh, that still got rid of the... I did not think I was that close. Alright, whatever. That's fine. We're just gonna go right next to it. And hopefully I don't have to... Hopefully I don't have to dodge any more of my stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna put that one down earlier. And we will fix the pipe extent after this. All right, and there we go. So now the pipes are out of the way. Oh, coming up with a title for this episode is going to be rough. Can I fit pump in there too? Oof, so close. Yeah, we'll just do it here. That should be plenty. Pipe extent is good on that side. Pipe extent is good on this side. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, yeah, coming up with a title for this video is going to be rough because I'm going to have, oh, hey, I completed red circuit, or red science, I completed green science. No, look it, we're doing labs too. But you know what, I'm a little bit behind on getting some of these videos like in a timely episodic manner, so yeah, so like I was saying earlier, so I saw this post on, I think it was Reddit, that I saw this, and the person had it lined up something like this. And I was so fascinated by it that it just kind of stuck with me. So we're gonna do 5 by 6. Right. So there. And then from there I can just copy, and we're aiming for 6 because we have 30. This is 5x6, and from here, we are just going to weave in between each of the rows. Like this. I think the thing that stuck with me was realizing how visually nice it would be. Like like I said, it's kind of wasteful because, I mean, like, honestly, you can just chain all these together, but you know what? We have the space. We are perfectly fine. But it was definitely nice and colorful, which was not something you get to see very often, considering how many undergrounds and other things you end up getting. But it makes the exterior, the outside edge, a little bit colorful, so... and then I'm just gonna ghost in. Actually, I can probably just copy all of this. Do like that. And yeah, so they just kind of weave in and out. I was like, hey, this is so cool. And then, oh, I should have moved this closer. Let's, you know what? Unfortunately, I put a lot of that down. We're gonna cut this, and we're gonna move this back. Oh, now I'm gonna have all this science in my inventory. Nice. And this is largely why I use sandbox mode for testing out new builds. It just, you know what? Having to remove everything that you put down, and oh, I should have just left it all in Ghost. But having to remove everything that you placed is kind of an annoyance, but whatever. It is what it is. All right. I do not need the. You know, I might need. I'm probably gonna need to leave a little bit of space over there. And the reason for that is, let me go to Factoriopedia. Go under space. We're gonna need a place for this, the cargo landing pad. So then the idea was that, you know, you had belts coming out from the cargo landing pad. And did the exact same thing in the other direction. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. Oh no! Alright, well, now I know. So I need to pull this out by 2 spaces? Oh, I missed that section. Alright, whatevs. Okay, and that's gonna look like that. just copy, save this. I'm not gonna be putting any of this in like this, by the way. I'm just gonna do exactly what we need for the moment. Let's just do... oh. There. And that is the wild and crazy build that I saw on, I think, like I said, I think it was Reddit. And these just come in from here. Our line will be this first one. And then let's look at power poles. It's gonna cover everything. This might cover everything. We will need some kind of power pole out here. Nope. That should be fine. Alright, so let's get this. No. It's gonna be bad enough that I have all this other one. Just get rid of these. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Okay, and this should be plenty enough to supply all of the different sciences that we need. Like, even once we get, like, we're not gonna, like, this will support 12 sciences. We're not gonna use this, like, by the time we get to the 12th science, we're not gonna be using this anymore. We're gonna be upgrading, which you will see later when we get to, I think we've got to get to Gleba. I don't even think I need to do all of this just yet. Yes, actually I do. We do need all 30 initially. Do not need that last one though. Okay, inserters and then power poles, and we're good to go. Now it's just power poles. And they just go right in between the inserters, it looks like. Wait a minute. Alright, we're fine. We're good. Why do I feel like something didn't line up just now? No, it's all good. Everything's fine. Okay. Now we just need to connect to power. Nope, not that power. There we go. Are they all active? Almost. So we need some extra power poles over here, it looks like. Huh? Okay, so now uh our stuff is back up and running. That's awesome. Is there anything else we can use? We can do the inserters again. And that's probably all we're gonna need for now. I guess we could do this. Get some personal stuff. I do not need the night vision equipment. Look at the personal batteries. Okay, so we are going to end it there. I did not do any buffering. Ah! You know what? It's fine. Oh, you know what? I could probably just buffer it here. Like, I was gonna do the two sciences together, but it'll be fine doing it here. So, what am I doing with buffering? Am I even gonna have room over here? Probably not. That's fine. I can shift this over a little bit. It's fine if we go in between the robo ports. So we're gonna have reds coming out here, and then reds coming out of the chest. So we are just going to stack these. Oh, I need one space. And I'm not going to let these stay up, so copy and paste all these, just one line. And that is going to be our little buffer. So everything that comes in here will, if it's not being consumed further down the line, it will just stay in the box, and these will just continue to produce until the boxes are filled up. So how much room did that need? 2, 3, 4 spaces. So I need to move this like to here. And that is not gonna be enough room. Tell you what, we're just gonna buffer one side. So that will be on the inside here, and then I can just do the same thing with this. Not 4. Okay, there's our buffer. I honestly don't know if we will end up having to do that for the other, or like have enough room to do that for the other ones, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. We'll figure this out. I know it's a little, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little nerve-wracking, like largely going into these blind. My last guide, I was not going into it blind. I mean, I've always obviously played the game multiple times, but had every little minor thing planned out in the last guide, and in this one I'm just kind of winging it for the most part. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. I will see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.